Help, I want to be fantastic at sales, but I don't want to have to go through a whole bunch of coursework and a bunch of training. What do I do? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about why salespeople fail consistently. And one of the things that you need to know is like sales training isn't a one-time event, it's a process. It's a long-term thing. And I look back at some of the things that I did when I first got into sales 16 years ago, and I'm like, ooh, not good. I would never do that anymore, right? And it's things that I've learned over time. It's things that I've learned from coaching and training and classes and mentorship. And these are all things that you need to know. If you're looking at like one sales training is going to be like the one thing that changes your entire life, and that's going to be, it's it. You got to look at it like it's a one-hit wonder. Your odds of making that happen are very slim. And what you need to know is most salespeople think like this because most salespeople are lazy. And they're not salespeople. They're discounters. There's price matchers. They're not a closer. They're not a performer. And it creates a lot of problems. So if you're sitting here and you're thinking like, I just need one class per year to be a fantastic salesperson, I'm going to look and say, yeah, probably not. Right? That's how like most salespeople think. This is why they're not good. This is why they struggle. Right? There's always coaches. There's always mentors. There's always fine tuning. So I look at what I've learned from the world of copywriting. I took a ton of lessons in copywriting, and that's salesmanship in print. That's one way to explain it. It's like people writing ads. And one of my friends is a really well-known A-list copywriter, meaning he's at the top of the game. And he said, look, you know, the people who are wanting my assignments, they're wanting me to turn them in, and I'm constantly making small revisions. I'm constantly fine-tuning. I'm constantly doing what I'm doing. And, you know, he's the best at what he does, one of the best at what he does in the world. And he's constantly trying to craft his skill to make it better. Right? He's at way up here. And like compare that to the guys who are way down there. They're just like, I'm just going to turn something in and I'm going to call it good and be slop. Salespeople do the same exact thing. Learn from copywriters. They're constantly evolving their skills. They're constantly training. They're constantly figuring out ways to be better. And I see this happen a lot where salespeople, they just want to fly by the seat of their pants. I just want to do the bare minimum and make this much money. And once I make that much money, I'm done. I'm out. I really don't need to do anything more. I'm comfortable here. And I'm like, well, you're still going to run the same amount of sales calls. Why not take that gap that you have right here and go from here to here? Well, I'm cool with how much money that I make, right? They look at sales training as a one-time event and not as a process. It's a huge mistake, right? You should be doing everything you can to get sales training every single day, to be role-playing every day, to be working on your sales presentation, to make your craft and hone it to be the best that you could be, because you're going to run the sales calls. Why not close the deal? Why not make the money instead of letting somebody else have it? There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do, you got to subscribe. And then last off, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not? Even LinkedIn. Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.